Hi everyone, my name is Fox.
And I am Fede. Today we'll look at the Drupal Core Modules.
Last time we took a look at a basic installation using Acquia Drupal and we created the first page.
Now we'll have a look at the core modules, the most fundamental blocks of the system.
Since it's quite a broad topic, we'll split it into two parts.
So buckle your belts. This is Drupal Core Modules, Part 1.
Alright, let's go to Administer Modules and we'll see what's in there. I could also reach this page by choosing Site Building Modules on the bar on the top, called Admin Menu, a very useful tool. It comes pre-packaged in Acquia Drupal and gives us an interface that has exactly the same links as the admin page, divided by sections. It's useful because we can go directly where we want. Now, back to the modules list. You notice that we have a bunch of different sections and modules. For the purpose of this demonstration, we want to focus on the core modules, and we don't really care about the Acquia service, so we'll disable those. See, I cannot click on one of them. That's because it's a dependency of another module. I'll have to disable that first. Save configuration. Now this becomes clickable and I can finally disable that as well. Now, okay, we don't care about those for now. Let's just see the group called Core Optional. This is what we are concerned with. These are all the optional modules that come with the Drupal core. It means that every Drupal installation, and not just this one, every Drupal comes with these modules, and we can enable them at will if we need them. This table tells me if it's enabled. Then I have a name, the version, and a description. Since these modules come with the core, it makes sense that their version is the same as the Drupal version, in this case 6.17. On the description, if a module depends on others, or if it is a dependency for other modules, it's listed very clearly. Let's take a look at this block module and see what it can do. We'll click on that and save configuration to enable it. When we go to create content, we have the old page and story content type. But a new one, a blog entry, has appeared. Now let's give it a title, a description, maybe add an image. Okay, there we are. Oh, a screenshot of our pilot episode. Okay, maybe not. I like the Drupal Ninja. We'll put it in there. If we add a media type, such as an image, we have to make sure that our input format supports the tag of this media type. What does that mean? See, this particular filter turns addresses and emails into links, but the image tag that we need is not among the allowed HTML tags. Fox, what do you think will happen if we use this tag with this filter?
Of course, it will ignore the tag and nothing will appear. But if we choose the full HTML input format, which allows every HTML tag, and then sure thing it will appear, as expected. See, we have the image and the links and emails working. Now this works fine, but allowing the full HTML might not be the best idea, especially if you're not the only one using the site. You want to restrict the amount of tags that a person can use. We go to Site Configuration, Input Formats. Our two filters are here. Let's configure this one. There are a few options. An HTML corrector, our filter that we need to configure, and then a line break converter. What does it mean? Let's open a text editor and see. The p tag is standard for paragraph in HTML. Anything in between the p tag will be considered a single paragraph. With this filter instead, every time you break line, the system will automatically convert that line into a paragraph. This is useful because you can focus on the text and not worry about most HTML code. You can just type and it will look great. Of course, sometimes we do need HTML tags, and that's what we are going to configure now. This is a list of the already available tags. We just need to add the image tag, and we are good to go. Go back to our blog post. Change the input format. See that the image has appeared. Save it, and boom! The image loads just as expected.
Okay, Fox. This is nice, but I don't know. How about making it a little bit more interesting? Like adding a picture of the author or some style and custom fields to the profile. What do you think?
Sure, it's time to understand what it means when we say that Drupal is versatile and customizable. Sometimes these words are spelled out incessantly on the web, although it's not always the case. Go ahead, Fede. Show us the power of Drupal.
Let's go.
Alright, let's look at our blog post. It doesn't have any information on the author, because we haven't enabled the profile module. Let's go to the modules and select Profile under the Core Optional group. Now, we're able to define some fields for the user profiles, and the place to do that is User Management, Profiles. Say I want to add a link to my Twitter every time somebody checks out my profile page. Let's add a URL field and give it a name. Remember, on the machine name, only use lowercase and underscores, no accents or special characters. We'll make it public so that people can see it. Okay, let's enable user avatar. Choose the right size. Drupal tells us that the configuration has been saved and that it created a directory on this path. Later on, we'll see the Drupal files structure when we'll do the contributed modules episode. I'll choose a picture, maybe this one, looks nice, and I'll add the link to our Twitter feed. Here's my updated profile with the link to the Twitter, but it doesn't appear yet on the blog post. In order to do that, we'll have to configure our theme under Site Building, Themes. We see that Garland is the theme enabled by default. There's quite a few options. We'll explore those in details in the theming episode. For now, we're interested in the toggle display options. User pictures in posts, yes. Also the comments. Save that and boom! Pictures on the wall post.
That's it for this Drupal Core Modules Part 1. We'll be seeing you next time with some more tweaking and Drupal fun.
Stay tuned.